So this is the very first lesson on Node.js. So imagine that maybe you've learned a language, let's say English. So you can use English to write a book, maybe movie script or a letter. So the language is the same, but environment where you use it, it actually changes what you can do. So JavaScript is a language. Right, for a long time, it lived almost exclusively inside the web browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Edge, etc. So in the web browser, JavaScript's job is just to make the web pages interactive. Things like animating elements, validating forms, or fetching data when you click a button. Now the browser provides a specific environment with tools like APIs like document object to manipulate HTML, or the window object to control the browser window. So what is Node.js? So in 2009, a developer named Ryan Dahl had a brilliant idea. He thought, what if we could take JavaScript out of the browser and run it on our computers as general purpose language? So Node.js is JavaScript runtime environment. Let me break it down. Runtime environment it's a place where programming language can run. So it provides the engine to execute the code and a set of libraries, right, specific to the environment. So it uses the same JavaScript language that you might know from the browser. Right? So the Node.js uses Google's V8 JavaScript engine. So the same powerful engine that runs inside the Chrome browser. Now, Node.js just lets you use JavaScript to write programs that run directly on your computer or a server, and not just in a web browser. So this means that you can do things that you can't do in a browser, like read and write files directly from your computer's file systems, create web servers that listen to network requests, connect to and manage databases directly, build command line tools. It's not a new programming language, it's still just JavaScript. Right? So it's not a framework like React or Angular or anything like that. It's the platform on which you can run these frameworks. So it's not a web server like Apache. However, it gives you the tools to build your own web server with just a few lines of. Why is Node.js so popular? Well, the non-blocking I/O superpower. So this is a secret sauce of Node.js. It sounds complicated, but the concept is really simple. Let's say imagine a chef in the kitchen. Let's call him Chef Block. He's making a soup, right? He puts the soup on the stove to simmer for like 30 minutes. He stands there and watches the pot for the full 30 minutes. He does nothing else. He's just blocked from doing other tasks. So the blocking I/O, input output, one task must complete before the next one can start. Now imagine maybe another chef, let's call her Chef Non-Block. She puts the soup on the stove to simmer for 30 minutes. So she immediately turns around and starts chopping vegetable for a salad, or cleaning the counters or preparing dessert. You see, so when the timer for the soup goes off, which is an event, and then she turns back to the soup. So this is non-blocking I/O. So you can start a long-running task like waiting for a file to be read, a database query to return, or a network request to arrive, and then immediately move on other tasks. Now, when the first task is finished, then Node.js will notify you. This makes Node incredibly efficient and fast for applications that have a lot of input-output operations, which is what most web applications do. It can handle thousands of simultaneous connections with minimal resources. Now, to set up Node.js, we need to navigate to this URL nodejs.org. So you'll see two buttons really. If we go to download, all right, the LTS version, and then the current this version has the newest features, but it might also have some bugs. All right, so it's like an experimental thing, right? Draft version of the textbook. So for our class, we're gonna download LTS version. So we're gonna download installer for Windows. So make sure that the 20 LTS version is selected, and then we're gonna be running on Windows. So for Windows, all right, so we select the operating system, and so we will just download the Windows installer. Run the installer, So I think I already have it in my laptop program. It's just gonna so we just hit next, accept the licensing terms and agreements, and then where it should reside, next, and then next, and next, and then install. Right, so it's finished. You can just hit finish. All right, now we can confirm that Node is installed by opening maybe PowerShell or CMD. So you can just search the CMD, command prompt, and on command prompt you can just type npm, or actually node version, like this. Then you can actually see mine is 22 version 17. Sorry, it's version 22.17. So we can also check the npm, which is the node package manager. Npm, and then you can see it's 10.9.2. So this command just checks the node package manager. npm is a crucial tool that gets installed automatically with Node, so we'll dedicate a whole lesson to it. But for now, just know that it's the world's largest software registry, allowing you to easily use the code written by other developers. So if both commands show you a version number, congratulations, your Node.js classroom is set up and ready to go. All right, now I think we can actually create a folder somewhere where we maybe need documents, and so somewhere here I will just add a new folder in my documents, and I'm just going to call it Node class.